Please choose a seated position, whether that's Sukhasana with knees crossed or Virasana, sitting back on your heels. You might like to begin in child's pose, Balasana, often a scrumptious way to hit the mat, or even Shavasana, flat on your back. So allow yourself time to feel rather than think. Let your body just take you right to where it wants to go. No questions asked. Wherever you land, allow yourself that bit of wiggle time. That snuggle moment that I love to take like you're cozying into bed. So if you're upright, it might be a few sways side to side or a few rolls of the head. In child's pose, you might just roll around with the breath a little bit. In Shavasana, few snow angel-esque motions or rocks and rolls. But in these moments, maybe even with your eyes closed, let the breath, the physical sensation begin to guide you. So we're already dropping out of our minds into our bodies. The same neurons that are in the brain are in the heart, which so beautifully implies that we can think with our hearts, that the body can guide us. Begin to deepen your breaths. Draw the inhalations through your nostrils, just like you would sip something from a straw. Press the exhalations back out the same way. And if you're still moving, let those movements sync with the breath. That's the Vinyasa, already beginning to place in a special way. The motion to the breath, the mind to the body. Allow any weird motion to happen as well, especially now where you're protected in your own home. You might feel to just keep moving, or it might be the time to come to still just for a few more rounds of breath. And if you've chosen to let the breath be the only thing moving for these next few inhalations and exhalations, really look in to the expansion of the inhales. See how much breath you can take in, how much stretch you can get through each tiny muscle between every rib. Notice how everything contracts with the exhalation in toward your central axis, and then maybe the abdominal wall engages just a bit to help squeeze out any lingering breath before the next inhalation flows right back in. Another 2 rounds, let these be kind of circular breaths. The inhales flow right into the exhales, which alchemize straight back into the inhales, rather than any breath retention. All right, breathe in deeply. And with this next exhalation, if you're upright, take a twist to your right. So maybe the left hand comes to the right knee, right hand drops to the mat behind you. If you're in child's pose, tiptoe the fingers off the right edge of the mat to get a nice lateral stretch through the left side of the body. And if you're on your back, just send the knees over to the right. All lengthening through the same side of the body. For a deep, deep breath in. Super slow exhalation. And one more round here, in through your nose. Part your lips and blow this exhale between them as if that could propel you further to the right. Wherever you are with your next inhalation, gently, gracefully make your way back to the center. Open up your mouth, kind of crazy. Shift your jaw side to side and exhale completely. Deep breath in lengthens, whether you're upright or down, whether you're in child's pose or not. With the exhale, cruise to the left, twisting or walking the fingers off the edge of the mat, maybe the knees, and breathe here. And now you've landed. The next inhalation nourishes as it lengthens. Feel that expansion. With a little bit of force, blow the exhalation away. And stay for one more round of breath. The next inhale, make your way back to the center, maybe even more gracefully than the last time. And now flutter this exhalation away as loud as you can. With your next inhalation, begin to move as gracefully as you like from wherever you are into tabletop position. Continue to sync your movement with your breath. You might even fancy yourself a choreographer here. Feel free to add a few head rolls or a few sways from side to side if that's what fits your mood right now. If you've got a playlist rockin', go ahead and join it. But allow yourself at least 2 more rounds of breath to really land here. And then pause in your perfect tabletop position with the hands below the shoulders, the creases of the wrists aligned with the front edge of the mat, fingers spread wide, wide apart. All right, now as if you had a block between your upper arms and you wanted to keep it in place, squeeze really tight, hug in through the upper arms. Now that sensation, abduction, is what we're going to be working with later in the practice. Take a deep breath in. And with your exhale, let that go. Just let yourself soften in tabletop. All right, now pretend like you've got a strap around your upper arms, above the elbows, same place that the block just was, the imaginary block. And press the upper arms into the strap as if you wanted to rip it apart. Now that sensation, abduction, opens up the shoulder blades and locks the head of the humerus into place. So when we practice both adduction and abduction at the same time, we create a super stable base in the shoulders. Let it go. And with your next inhalation, let the belly dip into cow pose. The tailbone lifts, the gaze rises, whether it's just the eyeballs or the whole face. As you exhale, curl into cat pose. The inhale, cow. Allow the elbows to bend on the way in and out if you like. Maybe you practice that hugging or that pressing of abduction and adduction as you go. And exhale into cat pose. Get as round as you can. Draw the belly up toward the spine. And inhale to cow pose. Roll the shoulders back. Open up the heart. And with your exhale, curl into cat. Opening up the space now behind the heart. 2 more rounds as you like. Feel free to roll through the head and the hips if you want to. Add any wild motion that would feel good here. And with your next inhalation, tuck your toes under As you exhale, lift the knees off the mat, slide the hips up into down dog, let the head go heavy, and inhale up onto your toes, roll way out into plank, feel the spine align. As you exhale, bend your knees almost onto the earth, and slide back up into down dog. Again like that, as you inhale, lift onto your toes, upper back leads you into plank, full of breath, feel your strength. Exhaling, first bend the knees and then glide back into your down dog. One more time. Inhale as you roll into plank, the whole spine articulating. Exhale, bend knees, hips to the sky. Now continue to move as you like. A few breaths to pedal through the feet if the hamstrings need some heat. To keep rolling in and out of plank if that feels good in the core. Maybe you shift the heels or the hips from side to side a few times. And now just pause in down dog. Deep breath in through your nose. Big sigh out through your mouth. With your inhalation, lift the left leg up to the sky. Rise onto the right toes. Stack the shoulders over the wrists. You can see them. Check it out. With the exhale, you're going to press into the hands to send the shoulders back again. Little bend in the right knee. And inhale, another lift up onto the right toes. Shift the shoulders above the wrists. Press into the fingertips. With the exhale, again, bend that right knee. One more time, inhale, left toes up high, shoulders above wrists. With the exhale, step the left foot up between the hands, drop the right knee to the mat. Inhaling, reach up to the sky, low lunge. With the exhale, pull back into half splits, the left knee straightens. Hands drop to the earth for balance as you bow. Pause here for an inhale. Take a little lift if you'd like. And with the exhale, just let the spine round. Inhaling, come back into your low lunge. Sweep the arms to the sky. Lift the back knee. And with the exhale, lower the hands to the mat. Slide the left foot back into plank pose. As you inhale, shift forward to the tips of the toes. Exhaling, lower the knees, chest, and chin to the earth. With an inhale, slide into a super low cobra. With the exhale, melt down to your mat. Let the forehead tip down. And with your inhale, peel up into a second cobra. Maybe a little higher, working our way up. With the exhale, lower down. Feel the whole body lengthen. Maybe you even slide the legs a little further back. One more inhale, peel up to cobra pose. And with the exhale, press through tabletop into downward facing dog. As you inhale, lift onto your toes, roll out into plank. With the exhale, the knees bend and then the hips glide up into down dog. Inhaling, lift the left leg up to the sky. Lift onto the right toes. And with the exhale, take that little bend in the right knee. The heel might tap to the mat. With the inhale, knee straightens, rise onto the toes. See shoulders stack over wrists. The exhale, bend back. You're pushing the floor away. Inhale again, lift up, scrunch into the fingertips, especially the thumb side. Exhale, lower the heel. One more time, inhale, lift up high. With the exhale, step the left foot up between the hands, drop the right knee to the earth. Inhale, and the arms reach up into your low lunge. With the exhale, draw back into your half split. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. And with the exhale, let it round. With the inhale, we're coming into our high lunge. So as the arms reach up, the right knee rises. The exhale carries us into plank pose. Inhaling, shift to the tips of the toes. With the exhale, lower the knees, bend the elbows for half chaturanga. Inhale for cobra. And with this exhale, move straight into downward facing dog.
Inhale up onto your toes, roll out into plank. The exhale, knees bend, and we glide back up into down dog. Pause here for a deep breath in through your nose. And a big sigh out through your mouth. Give your head a gentle wobble if it feels good. Let the neck release. Again, like that, inhale through your nose. And through your mouth, exhale. All right, inhaling. Lift the right leg to the sky, rise up onto the left toes, shoulders stack above wrists. With the exhale, take that bend in your knee, press the floor away. So we'll take 3 more calf raises or hops up off of the left foot if you'd like to play. That could be the toes just barely leaving the mat. Or you could be starting to think of stacking the hips over the shoulders, over the wrists. Either way, continue to press the earth away like you could send this floor to the ground below. Activate that top foot, both feet, as soon as they leave the earth, either pointing really hard or flexing dynamically. One more time, inhale. And with the exhale, step the right foot up between the hands. Keep the back knee lifted this time. With your inhale, lift both arms up to the sky for your high lunge. With the exhale, hands surround that right foot. Right knee straightens into pyramid pose. As you inhale, press into your fingertips just to lengthen the spine. And with the exhale, let the whole torso go heavy. Inhale, high lunge. With the exhale, hands surround the right foot. That right foot sweeps back into a 3-legged plank so it's hovering. Yes. And with the exhale, your choice, chaturanga, or you can lower the foot and the knee to take a half chaturanga or a heart, chest, chin to the mat. Inhale for upward facing dog. Exhale into down dog. Inhale as you roll out into plank. And exhale, we glide into down dog. Inhale, left leg reaches up. We lift up onto the right toes. The exhale, that grounded foot knee bends. And inhale, you start a few more calf raises or a few hops. Now activating the feet as soon as they leave the earth activates the muscles of the legs, which sends that activation into the core, tightening everything up. Next time the right foot lands, step the left foot up between the hands. Inhale, both arms reach up for Anjaneyasana. With the exhale, we fold, simultaneously straightening the left knee for pyramid. Inhale, lengthen the spine, press into the back toes. And exhale, just let go. Inhale to your high lunge. Exhale, 3-legged plank. So the left leg sweeps back behind you. Chaturanga, or your choice of variation, maybe keeping the leg lifted. Inhale is cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in through your nose. Big sigh out through your mouth. With your next inhalation, lift up onto your toes, gaze up between your thumbs, stack shoulders over wrists. As you exhale, press into the hands, bend the knees so the belly moves toward the thighs. Just like we did before, as you inhale, straighten the knees, lift onto the toes, stack shoulders over wrists. The exhale, press back. Now take about 3 more of these raises or a few hops off of both feet. Either way, building core strength and proprioceptive understanding, knowing where we are in space. So if you're hopping, same idea, press the earth away. You might like to keep the legs super piked. The shoulders above wrists, hips above shoulders. With your next exhalation, or hop, or step, make your way to the top of the mat. Feet about hips width distance apart. As you inhale, lengthen the spine, sweep the arms out to the sides like wings. And with your exhale, fold, clasp opposite elbows. Now with your next inhale, start to sway side to side. Allow the spine to decompress, the hamstrings to loosen, the weight of the head to inherently lengthen the neck, relieving tension. You might feel good to sway from front to back a little bit, or to take it more figure 80. But allow your head to get a little heavier if possible for one more slow breath in. Open up your mouth. As you sigh this exhalation away, release your elbows and bend your knees, however much feels good, just a touch or all the way into a squat. The next inhalation is your roll up to stand. The arms are super heavy. They might stay still, or you might shimmy the shoulders a little. The spine straightens, the head stacks on top. And with an exhale, start to roll your shoulders back. You might close your eyes so that you can really drop into this singular sensation. There's a lot going on in the shoulder girdles. What appears to be a simple roll is really mobilizing a bunch of muscles, a few joints, and loads of good stuff connecting them. All right, deep breath in, reach up to the sky. Press your palms together. With the exhale, draw your hands to the heart. If the eyes are open, close them now. Follow the inhale. From the earth through the feet, up the legs, the heart rises to meet the thumbs. With the exhalation, draw the hands away from one another. Lower them to your side, straight into Tadasana, as if you're unfurling into this mountain pose. That's really an upside down handstand. Breathe in. Feel that same breath roll up the body, expanding through each cell, through every energy channel. With the exhalation, feel all that soften. 2 more breaths here as you scan your body. Maybe you have the opportunity to release a few more things from mind. And as always, if any motion would feel good, circle the wrists or the hips or head, please add it. Now, blink your eyes open or keep them shut. But with your next inhalation, reach up to the sky. Unite the palms. And as you exhale, fold all the way down over the legs. Inhale, roll up to stand. On exhale, one more roll back of the shoulders. With your inhale, reach up. As you exhale, pull hands down to shins. Your inhale is the hands pressing into the shins to lengthen the spine. As you exhale, fold, let the hands just slide down the shins to the tops of the feet or the mat. With your inhale, roll up. This time, reach straight up. Interlace all but the index fingers. As you exhale, point them up and over to the right. The hips press left. Let's pause for an inhale. Really feel the right hand drawing the left overhead. Stay for an exhale. Notice if the weight is mainly in the left foot. Inhale brings you upright, all the way up. Get taller, point higher. And with the exhale, take that point over to the left. So it's not just the hands, the whole body shifting. Inhale and exhale. With your inhale, rise up. And with the exhale, bow down. Hands to shins or fingers to the earth. With an inhalation, the spine lengthens. As you exhale, step or hop to chaturanga or your variation. Inhale to cobra or up dog. Press the earth away with the hands. With the exhale, glide into down dog. Stay and breathe, or with your inhale, lift onto your toes and curl out into plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Continue to breathe or to roll, or with your next exhale, you might take the right hand back to reach for the left ankle for a little twist. If you've twisted, inhale, back to down dog, both hands ahead. Exhale, left hand back to right ankle. Inhale, downward facing dog. Let the exhale go. And with your inhalation, lift up onto your toes, stack shoulders over wrists. Exhaling, spring load. Empty a breath, step or hop forward. Feel free to take a few hops if you'd like. But as you land at the top of the mat, the next inhale is the spine lengthening, Ardha Uttanasana. With an exhale, fold, hug the legs if you'd like. And as you inhale, rise up, reach up, Urdhva Hastasana. With the exhale, fold right down into Uttanasana. Inhaling, press into the toes, lengthen the spine. And with the exhale, you're going to ground the palms about shoulder width distance apart, about a foot in front of the feet. As you inhale, lift up onto your toes. The shoulders are above the wrists. The weight rolls all the way into the fingertips. With the exhale, let the heels drop. You can even bend the knees a little. But as you inhale, lift way up. Press down into the palms. With the exhale, release. One more time, inhaling. Lift way up onto your toes. Feel the weight in the palms through the fingertips. And with the exhale, you can step, hop, or just slide the feet straight back to chaturanga. Inhale for cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Stay if you'd like, or with an inhale, roll out into plank. Exhale is down dog. Take a deep breath in. And a slow breath out. Inhaling, we'll lift up onto the toes, gaze up between the thumbs. With the exhale, bend the knees. And as you choose whether to step or hop forward, you might take an option, drawing knees to chest or even straddling the legs as you jump. Inhale, and the spine lengthens, top of the mat. Exhale as you fold, always welcome to bend the knees and hug the legs. Inhale as I rise up, I reach up, maybe you gaze up and arch a little. And with the exhale, we'll fold down. Inhale, the spine lengthens, flatten the palms if you'd like, lift up onto the toes if you'd like. With the exhale, chaturanga, or your version. Inhale, the heart shines forward. Exhale, the hips glide to the sky. One time here, option to roll out into plank. Make it real dramatic by leading with the upper back, chin to chest till the end. Exhale into down dog. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. One more breath in. Complete release. And with your next inhale, lift up onto your toes. Gaze up between your thumbs. With the exhale, bend the knees. And make your way forward, landing with the feet hips width distance apart. Peace fingers and thumbs grip the big toes. As you inhale, pull up on the toes, get long through the spine. With the exhale, power up the biceps, draw the belly toward the thighs, the crown toward the earth. And stay right there. Or with your inhale, again, pull up on the toes, getting super long through the whole torso. With the exhale, snuggle the body in toward the legs. We'll take 2 more rounds of breath here in Padangusthasana. Stick with tradition, stay low, or use my tradition, lifting and lowering. Or you might even add on by shifting from right foot to left. Maybe even lifting a foot off the mat, experimenting. All right, next exhale, release your toes. Bend your knees just a touch or all the way into a squat, anywhere in between. As you inhale, roll up to stand like you're blossoming. This time, shimmy the shoulders, let the arms wobble and shake. With your exhale, roll the shoulders back in the sockets. Get a little relief. As you inhale, reach up to the sky. Exhaling, we'll wrap the right arm beneath the left. As you inhale, extend the right leg forward, toes flexed, up for the sky. With the exhale, great big step back with the right foot, left knee bends. That right heel can ground like warrior 2 or stay lifted. But as you inhale, lift the elbows, feel the front of the body lengthen. Exhaling, send the elbows first forward and then down into your humble warrior variation. If the eagle arms are uncomfortable, feel free to release them to the mat or to interlace behind the back. But wherever you are with the inhale, allow just a little lift, a little rise. Maybe the left hip can shift back toward the right to touch. With the exhale, perhaps the crown gets closer to the earth. Breathe in. And out. One more time, in through your nose. And back out through your nose to retain heat, through the mouth to release some. As you inhale, lift the gaze, the elbows, launch off those back toes, top of the mat, right leg forward. And with the exhale, wrap the right knee over left for eagle. The toes can just hang or dip to the earth or wrap behind the calf. With an inhale, consider sitting a little bit lower, maybe lifting the elbows a little higher. Stay. Or with the exhale, again, send the elbows first forward and then down over that top knee. As you inhale, we're lifting. And with the exhale, we're opening up into balancing half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. So as you unwind the arms, send the left fingertips toward the earth, right toward the sky. Right leg extends back behind you, no higher than parallel with the earth. Hips and heart open to the right. Breathe in. And with the exhale, standing split. So now square up the hips. Plant the palms on the earth. And stay. Or with an inhale, lift up onto those left toes. Press the earth away with the hands. With the exhale, lower that left heel. Take a few calf raises or a few hops off of that standing foot if you'd like. If you start to catch some air, you might draw the left knee in toward the chest. Or you might lift the left leg up to meet the right. But the next time the left foot lands, leave it. Lower the right foot down onto the right palm for Padahastasana. Slide the left hand beneath the left foot. As you inhale, pull up on your feet. The knees can be bent or straight. And with the exhale, feet press down into hands. Let the head go heavy. And again, the option to stay low, Ashtanga style, or to pull up on the feet with the inhale, gaining that tension through the arms, that length from tailbone through crown. With the exhale, squeeze belly toward thighs, crown toward earth. For another 2 full rounds of breath, you decide motion or stillness, a sway side to side or heels to toes. Whatever it takes to get that release, that distraction through the wrists, through the metacarpals that we've been on so much already. You might even point the elbows in toward the shins for a different release in the wrists. Feels pretty good. Inhale. With the exhale, let the hands go. Bend the knees just a touch or a lot. With the inhale, roll up to stand, circle out the wrists, twinkle the fingers. As you exhale, roll the shoulders back. Inhaling, reach up to the sky and then a little higher. With the exhale, the left arm wraps beneath right, eagle style. As you inhale, send that left heel forward, toes flexed up, spread wide open. With the exhale, take your big step back. Have some space between the feet, some room for the hips. As you inhale, lift the elbows up, maybe you lean the head back a bit. And with the exhale, slowly, humble warrior. Take it so slow that you can adjust as you go, drawing right hip back, allowing the spine to round. Inhale, press into the feet, allow a little lift. Maybe you can snuggle in a little closer to that right thigh. With the exhale, maybe you can dip a little deeper. 2 more rounds of breath. Just as welcome, as viable as deepening your pose, is rising up from it if you've gone too far or if you're just done. And as if the next inhalation was flowing from the roots through the feet, let it lift you back up to the top of the mat, left leg forward. With the exhale, left knee wraps over right for Garudasana. Inhale, and we sit a little lower, opening up more space for the breath. With the exhale, hinge if you're going. Inhale, and we lift. The exhale is our unwinding into Ardha Chandrasana. So this time the left leg is extending back, press through the heel. Right fingertips lower as the left reach high for a full breath in. Complete breath out, and we drop into standing split where the hands land, shoulder width distance apart and the hips square up. Stay and breathe, or take a few calf raises or a few hops off the right foot. Now, if you catch some air, or even if you're just getting little lifts, those are perfect. Draw the belly in toward the spine. Work with the feet. And the next time the right foot lands, you'll drop the left foot parallel from it off the left edge of the mat. Bend the knees, let yourself dip right down into Malasana, garland pose. And here, so many options. You can keep the hands on the earth, you can curl them forward, or you can bring them into Anjali Mudra and use the elbows to encourage the knees open. If you feel like opening the arms or binding, go for it. But if you're with me, hands in Anjali Mudra, really press them together. See how that lengthens the spine. The tailbone dips toward the earth. Just a slight posterior tilt to maintain space in the lower back. With the chin slightly lowered, that length travels all the way up through the neck. Breathe in and out. One more breath in. And with the exhalation, just lower the fingertips to the mat. Inhaling, start to straighten the legs up. And with the exhale, slide the left foot back on the mat until it meets the right. Inhale, half lift. With the exhale, fold. Hug the legs if you want to. But with your inhale, roll up to stand. Exhaling, circle the shoulders back. Pause in Tadasana for a big breath in. It rolls through the soles up the powerful legs beyond the trunk out the crown. The exhalation flows right back down, fully anchoring you here and now. As you inhale, reach up to the sky, interlace all the fingers, and then drop them back to cradle the head, elbows open wide. With the exhale, lean the head back into the cradle of the hands, using the heels of the hands to give a little squeeze to the back of the skull. As you inhale, straighten up, use the hands to lift the head high. And with the exhale, hinge to your right. The hips press left. With the inhale, straighten all the way up, lift the head even higher. And with the exhale, hinge to the left. Inhale brings you to the center. Reach the arms up. And with the exhale, sit down into chair pose. Draw the hands through the heart. Take a twist to your right. With an inhale, the right hand presses into the left. Stay for an exhale. Can the tailbone move back any further? Or the crown ahead? Next inhalation, chair pose. Center up, reach up. And with the exhale, take your twist to the left. So first snuggle in, and then with the inhale, the left hand presses into right to deepen if you need it. Breathe here. Inhale, chair pose. And with the exhale, fold. Plant the palms. As you inhale, press into the hands, long spine, lift up onto the toes. And with the exhale, chaturanga, or your variation. Inhale for cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale into down dog. Let's pause here for one breath in through your nose. And a big sigh out through your mouth. As you inhale, rise up onto your toes. With the exhale, take just one deep bend in both knees. Work out any pops and cracks. And with your inhale, down dog. Right leg to the sky. As you exhale, step the right foot up between the hands. Inhaling, the arms reach up for your high lunge. With the exhale, we're taking a quarter turn on the mat. To the left. You're going to bend the left knee for Skandasana. You can bring the hands to the heart or to the earth. Yes. And with your inhalation, we're going to lift right back up. We're coming into Warrior Two, facing the front of the mat. With the exhale, we're coming back into the same skater's pose. Yes, you're nailing it. And with your inhale, we're going to come back up as if we were Warrior Twoing. Lean into the right foot and lift the left leg for Ardha Chandrasana. You've already been there, you know it. Yes. And with the exhale, we're stepping back into your Warrior Two feet. Inhale, reverse warrior. Beautiful. With the exhale, cartwheel your hands down to surround the right foot. Square the hips up. We'll take an extra breath here. As you inhale, sweep that right leg back behind you into your three-legged plank. With the exhale, you're going to take a hop off of the left foot. Then bend the elbows for chaturanga. Inhale for cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stay and breathe, or with your inhale, take a roll into plank. And exhale into down dog. Inhale up onto the toes. The exhale, take that one deep bend in the knees. Inhale for down dog, left leg to the sky. The exhale, step left foot up between the hands. Inhale, arms reach up, Anjaneyasana. With the exhale, take your quarter turn to the right, bend the right knee for skater, Skandasana. And with your inhale, warrior two, so the left knee bends, left arm forward. Exhale, back into Skandasana with the right knee bent. Inhale as our lift up to warrior two, and then Ardha Chandrasana. With the exhale, step the right foot back, and inhale, reverse warrior. With the exhale, the hands cartwheel down to surround the left foot. Inhale, and the left leg sweeps back into your three-legged plank. Exhale, hop off the right foot, bend the elbows. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing. Breathe in through your nose. Open up your mouth, let it go. 2 more breaths in this down dog. Feel free to wiggle or to roll or hop or twist or just hang out. The weight of the head drawing down on the cervical vertebrae and the neck. That spaciousness traverses all the way down the spine, through the sacrum to the tailbone. Just as much weight in the feet as in the hands. With your next inhalation, rise up onto your toes, gaze forward. With the exhale, bend your knees. Make your way to the top of the mat, maybe catching some big air on the way. Inhale, long spine, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, deep fold, hug the legs if you feel like it. And inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. With the exhale, hands to heart, straight legs, just pause in Samastahi for 1 breath in. With the exhale, drop the arms to the sides. Inhale in Tadasana, take a scan of you. And exhale into your own softness. With your inhale, reach up to the sky, unite the palms. And as you exhale, bend the elbows so the hands dip down the spine for a tricep release. Stay for an inhale, maybe pointing the elbows up higher or even leaning the head into the forearms. 1 more exhale here because it feels pretty good. Inhale. And with the exhale, sink down into your chair. Bring that twist behind you to the front and then to the right. As you inhale, smush the palms together to deepen your twist if you need. Stay for an exhale. Next inhale, feel free to open the arms if you'd like. And with the exhale, lower your gaze to your toes. Inhale to chair pose, center. With the exhale, twist to the left. Snuggle in. With the inhale, press palms fully together. Stay for your exhale. Inhale and the arms peel open if you'd like. Exhaling, the gaze lowers, neck long. Inhale, chair pose. With the exhale, fold as you like, or plant the palms on the earth. With the inhale, half lift, or lift up onto the toes, shifting weight into the hands. With the exhale, chaturanga, or your version. Inhale as cobra or up dog as always. Exhale for downward facing dog. Breathe in through your nose. Open up your mouth, let this one go. With an inhale, rise up onto your toes. As you exhale, let's drop our heels to the left. Bend the knees if you want, or keep them straight if you prefer. With your inhale, down dog, left leg to the sky. All right, we're gonna take a hop forward here. As you exhale, little bend in the right knee. Now we're just gonna hop the right foot up toward the hands, toward the center of the mat. Yeah. Drop the left toes back behind you into a lunge. Inhaling, reach up for Anjaneyasana. With the exhale, we turn to the left, bend the left knee for Skandasana. Inhale, and we lift up, open up, Virabhadrasana 2. Exhale, back into Skandasana. First up super high and then down low. Inhale, all the way up to Ardha Chandrasana, balancing half moon. Let's stay. As you exhale, option to bend the left knee to reach the left hand back for the foot. For one deep breath in, Shavasana. With the exhale, slow step back into Warrior 2. Inhale for Reverse Warrior. With the exhale, we're cartwheeling the hands down to surround the right foot. Inhale, and that right leg sweeps back to your three-legged plank. You can do the same hop as last time, or this time when you hop off the left foot, you can bend the elbows for chaturanga before the foot meets the mat. This is how we start to float. The next inhale is your cobra or up dog. Exhale for downward facing. Stay here for a breath or take a rolling vinyasa, just in and out of plank. And with your inhale, rise up onto your toes. The exhale, drop heels to the right. You can bend the knees if you're feeling that. Inhale for down dog, right leg to the sky. With the exhale, we're hopping that left foot up to between the hands. Sending the right foot back for your lunge. Inhaling, reach up. Exhale, turn to the right, bend the right knee for Skandasana. Inhale, and we lift up, open up, Warrior 2. Exhale, back into Skandasana, Skater's Pose. Inhale, all the way up to Balancing Half Moon. And with the exhale, you might bend the right knee. Maybe right hand reaches for the foot. As you inhale, press foot into hand if you're bound. And with the exhale, slow step back into Warrior 2. Inhale for Reverse Warrior. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down to the mat. Inhale, left leg floats. And exhale, take a hop into chaturanga if you'd like. Maybe bending the elbows before the right foot lands. Both feet to the earth for up dog. Exhale, hips to the sky for down dog. Breathe in. And out. 2 more rounds of breath in down dog. Eventually a resting pose if it isn't already. Stillness is traditional. And I usually like to walk it out or on my mat, to wiggle my head or pedal through my feet. And we'll make our way up to the top of the mat. If you're hopping, if you're shooting for a handstand, use your strong hands, your fingers scrunching into the mat, palms flattened. As you stack hips above shoulders, above wrists, maybe the legs pike or straddle. Inhale the top of your mat, halfway up for Ardha. Exhale down into your fold. And inhale, chair pose. Exhale, stand up, Samastaihi. A deep breath in. With the exhale, lower the arms to the sides.
Allow the shoulders to melt down away from the ears. Let the fingers open wide and then loosen rather than stay rigid. As you inhale, press into your toes. Maybe the inner thighs roll forward, the heart lifts up, the crown rises. With the exhale, all that softens. Even the glutes, if they're clenched, you might lift the toes off the mat. And then ground them again for your inhale. Notice how you feel with your exhale. One more round of breath. And with your next inhalation, chair pose, Utkatasana. As you exhale, we're going to just sweep the arms back behind you, interlace hands at the sacrum, and fold the rest of the way over the legs. They can straighten as much as you'd like. But with the inhale, the heart lifts, the knees bend, the clasp drops to your sacrum. With the exhale, roll back down over the legs, heavy head, chin toward chest. Inhale into your modified chair. Lift onto the toes if you'd like. With the exhale, lower the heels if they're lifted, roll down over the legs. And inhale to chair pose, release the clasp, sweep the arms up, exhale to fold. As usual, or plant the palms. With the inhale, lift halfway up or lift way up onto the toes, send the weight into the fingers like you could hover, and exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Last flow, you guys got it. Take a breath in through your nose. Let this one go through your mouth. Inhale up high onto your toes. With the exhale, drop heels to the right. Bend the knees if you'd like. Sweep the left arm up if you'd like. Inhale for down dog. Right leg to the sky. Okay, options here are to just step the right foot forward. Or you can hop off the left foot. Switch the split of the legs in the sky. This can be a low switch, or it can be super high. But you're landing with the right foot between the hands. The left foot steps back for your lunge. Inhale, arms reach up high. Exhale, quarter turn to your left, Skandasana. Inhale, up and open, warrior two. Exhale, Skandasana. Inhale, up and open. We're stepping into Ardha Chandrasana. And with the exhale, clasp that left foot if you'd like. Inhale, foot kicks into hand. Maybe the right fingers hover off the mat. And with the exhale, we're stepping back into warrior two. Inhale for reverse warrior. Exhale, hands surround the right foot. Inhale, right leg sweeps into your three-legged plank. Options here, a hop off the left foot, either version we've already done, or another hop switch. So if you hop switch, you'll bend the elbows and land. Inhale for up dog. Exhale, down dog. Stay for a breath or take a roll into plank. Exhale and we meet in down dog. Inhale up onto the toes. The exhale, heels drop left, knees may bend, right arm might reach up. Inhale for down dog, left leg to the sky. With the exhale, step forward or hop, switch. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, turn to the right for your skater's pose. Inhale, up and open, warrior two. Exhale, back into your skaters. Inhale, up, open, Ardha Chandrasana. Exhaling, you might reach into Chapasana.
For an inhale, if the foot kicks into the hand, maybe the left fingers hover. And with the exhale, warrior two. Inhale for reverse warrior. Exhale, hands around the left foot. Inhale, left foot sweeps into your three-legged plank. And with the exhale, chaturanga, your way, maybe a hop switch. The inhale is cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. In through your nose, back out through your nose, or through your mouth if you really want to let go of some warmth, some energy. All right, we're gonna hop or step through to seated. So if you've been hopping, we're using that same height, that same direction of alignment. Hips above shoulders, above wrists. You'll tuck your knees into your chest, shoot your legs through. It's the only time in yoga that I think I know of where you want to get shorter in the torso. And however you've made your way down to seated, let's just pause for an inhale in Dandasana, staff pose. So the legs are straight, extended in front of you, feet flexed. The palms press down into the earth right beside the hips so firmly that you actually get light in your seat. Exhale. One more breath in here. And out. With your next inhalation, reach up. As you exhale, extend out over the legs. Hands can drop to the earth where they can clasp the feet or the legs. But with your inhale, allow a little lengthening. And with the exhale, a little snuggle. 2 breaths here as the head becomes heavy, as the spine rounds, calming the nervous system, opening up space. With your next inhalation, walk yourself upright. As you exhale, just bring the left thumb to the right forearm, just below the elbow. With your inhalation, you're going to press down with the thumb, squeeze the hand into a fist. And as you exhale, you'll open up your hand as you slide your thumb up to the center of the forearm. Inhaling, we really press down, squeeze the hand into a fist. And with the exhale, open the hand, slide the thumb toward the wrist. One more inhale as we release the forearms. Tend to build tension in there when we're working with handstands and arm balances. With the exhale, slide and open. And just switch sides. So the inhale is the right thumb pressing down into the left forearm, hand comes into a fist. With the exhale, you're massaging away from the heart, opening the palm. So 2 more breaths here. We want to keep the wrists really flexible. Too much tension in the forearms can pull us down from handstands and balances. Now just clasp your hands, do a little roll of the wrist. A little shake. All right. Now slide the knees up into the hands. With an inhale, the hands grip the shins, the heart lifts to the sky, the face can turn up if your neck feels all right. As you exhale, chin to chest, round the spine. Lean back until the elbows straighten if that works for you. As you inhale, draw the belly toward the thighs. Heart up, shoulders back, gaze high. And with the exhale, curl down with the breath. Another inhale in the seated cat-cow variation. And with the exhale, lean back, all the way back onto the spine. Back of the head meets the mat. And here we'll prepare for just one bridge pose today of your choice. So you can lift the arms up alongside the head if you want to get some weight into the shoulders. You can keep the palms pressed down beside the hips. Full wheels, fine. But with your next inhalation, ground down through the feet into each toe. And with the exhale, begin to rise up. Keep the chin super centered to protect the neck. And here we'll go for about 3 breaths. Feel free to improvise, to send the leg to the sky one at a time, to drop the seat down to the arms. Maybe for the last breath, you choose to lift way up onto the toes. If the hands are bound, release. And with your exhale, slowly, slowly return to the earth. Feel each vertebrae roll down to your mat. The tailbone surrenders. The heels press into the floor if they're lifted. The toes scrunch as if this final bit of exhalation was rolling through them. Inhale. And then exhale. And with an inhalation, you're going to lift the arms up overhead, right leg to the sky. As you exhale, cross the right ankle over the left knee. Inhaling, you're going to lift the head and send the arms forward, about parallel with the earth, right hand through the space between the legs. Left foot rises, and the hands clasp behind the left quad or in front of the shin. Lay the head back down on the mat. With an inhale, press the knee or the leg into the hands. Feel the sacrum really ground. Try to keep it pretty grounded as you exhale, drawing the legs in a little tighter. Now, you might consider leaning just slightly to the left. That really amps up the stretch in the right hip. Just one more full round of breath here. And with your next exhalation, you're going to release with the hands. Drop the legs over to the left. So the right sole grounds, the right knee is pointing skyward. You might use the left hand to press into the inside the right groin. If you're not feeling anything nice, that IT band or glute, you might shift a little bit, just a subtle twist. Maybe you use the right hand on the right hip or lower back to massage a little bit. With your next inhalation, you're going to slowly roll onto your back. Both legs straight up to the sky, arms up overhead.
As you exhale, bend the right knee, cross the left ankle over it. With the inhale, lift up enough to send the left hand through the space to grip the right hand. Lay the head on the earth and squeeze legs into body. As you inhale, press the legs into the hands. And with the exhale, tighten your grip a little if you need to. Now this time you might consider leaning to the right to touch, to get that extra oomph in the left hip. Wherever you are, feel free to add a little motion, maybe tiny, tiny circle on the lower back or hip. Inhale. With the exhale, let the knees drop over to the right. So this time the left sole grounds, that left knee points up, and you might not need the hands. But I like to use the right hand and the left groin to press more up than forward, and the left hand to massage the left side of the lower back, to kind of press it away toward the front of the mat, as if you could lengthen your own spine just by doing this. All right, next inhalation. We are rolling straight into your final resting pose. So that might be bringing the left sole to meet the right, keeping the knees bent in Supta Baddha Konasana. It might be opening the legs all the way out for a traditional Shavasana. You might even choose to come back into child's pose if that were where you began, or if it would just feel good. But feel free to take some creative license, some personal agency. As you land, you might roll a little, the head from right to left. You might use the thumbs again to massage the lower back away from the head, to allow the spine to more fully connect with the earth. And if you are on your back, it might feel good to wrap your arms around yourself, to hug the shoulders. And then your hands, do they open up alongside the body like usual, the palms facing the sky? Or do they rest upon you? Perhaps the right hand to the belly and the left hand to the heart. Wherever you are now, take a deep, deep breath in through your nose. So deep, feels like every brain cell is fueled. So deep that the mouth pops open and the exhale cascades out. This allows the shoulders to fully release, the rib cage to soften. The very next inhale fills the rib cage from the heart through the lungs, through every intercostal muscle. Now either blow or flutter the breath between the lips. In your mind's eye, imagine, see that curve of the lumbar spine, releasing, lowering into the comfort of the earth. And from the earth, right beneath the sacrum, the next nourishing inhale flows up into the pelvis. The hips loosen. With the lips slightly closed, the next exhale flows through the nostrils, pressing anything lingering from the legs, the quads, past the knees, through the calves, all the way out the toes.
As you like, we'll begin to make our way up to a seated position. So you might start with tiny motion in the fingers and the toes, through the wrists and ankles, a stretch or a hug in of the knees. Or you might just slowly tip yourself in without much ritual or reason. Take your time. Eyes closed if possible. And as you rise, roll your shoulders back once or a few times, together or separately. And then flip your palms up so the backs of the hands are resting on the knees. Unite the tip of the thumb with the tip of the forefinger. Chin mudra. Letting the universe know we're prepared to receive. A deep breath rolls from the roots all the way up the central energy channel, which feeds all 72,000 smaller nadis. Here's your perfect alignment. The exhalation washes down the neck over the shoulders, blanketing the body in ease. Another breath in here. And out. Next, inhale, unite the palms in front of the heart. With the exhale, they float up to the head. Let the brow rest against the backs of the thumbs. Loka samasta sukhi no bhavantu. May all beings everywhere be happy and free. Namaste.